time is truly the most valuable thing we have, and how we choose to spend it is completely up to all of us. But, if we think about our growth, our personal growth, our business growth, our friendships, our health, all of these things fit inside time. And if we prioritize them, I think they're going to serve you in more ways than we can put into words. And so you're listening to the Art of Resilience Show, a podcast that inspires those seeking to uncover their own resilience. I'm your host, Hussein Albiati, once a refugee, now artist, author, and entrepreneur. Join me in my mobile studio as we sit down with some of the most diverse, knowledgeable, and resilient guests to discuss their state of mind. What's up, my resilient people? I hope you're doing well out there. Welcome back to another episode of Art of Resilience. I'm your boy, Hussein Albiati, and in this video, we're going to be talking about the value of your time. Starting off at number one is decision making. Sometimes the things that take up a lot of time is decisions. And if we don't make those decisions, they tend to use up a lot of our brain power, energy, and resources because we're waiting on something. A lot of times we're not necessarily waiting on someone or something. We just haven't fully decided. Now, I'm a big believer in taking your time on deciding something important or big, but it's a lot of times those little small decisions that need to happen and happen quick so you can move on. So being decisive in thinking about your time is crucial. This is something that's really helped me out a lot in my business and coaching that I do. A lot of people sometimes are just stuck in indecision, therefore sort of using up time that could have been used towards something positive to get a result. Even if it was a negative result, you learn from it. So decision making, how do you approach that? Is it quick? Is it clean? Is it fast? Or is it taking up your time? All right, number two is priorities. Once we decide on that thing, we have to prioritize it or those things. And then prioritizing them can mean top 3, top 6, top 8, whatever it is. Those priorities are crucial to how we move forward and how we commit to those priorities. Look, we're all busy and using up our time is crucial, but priorities make sure that you use your time wisely instead of the invert happening to you. That time is using you for whatever life throws at you. And if you don't have your priorities straight, you're going to be reacting as opposed to setting up a response. So when an emergency happens, for example, you have an automated response. And so creating those priorities can mean how do you respond to things that come up. And so priorities. That is a huge chunk of how our time is spread out in the day, in the week, month, and year. So if you think about your priorities, you are also thinking about your time and the value of it. And number 3 is huge and crucial, using your calendar. You're going to take those priorities, you're going to take those commitments, those decisions that you just made, and you're going to decide that using your calendar is going to be the best tool moving forward, committing to that. And using your calendar, not just for like important appointments, meetings, and things that are work related, but also life related. You should be thinking about quarterly, yearly, weekly, and daily things that go in your calendar. I put my lunch in there. I put my breakfast, my gym, what I'm reading this week. All these things are crucial to me, and they are a priority to my personal growth and how I am in the world. And so putting those things in your calendar gives them a priority. And when you prioritize those things, you've made that decision, you've committed. And that calendar is a way for you to re-engage on a daily basis with what those priorities are. So let's review, what did we learn about the value of our time? The biggest thing is, I think, decision making. Decision making is huge because it leads to understanding our priorities and what those priorities are. And then once we have our priorities set, then we can implement them throughout our calendar to make the best use of our time. time is always of the essence. And in my research in time and understanding it and what it means for me, I understood that it's completely finite and I have a very limited amount of it. And so I want to spend the 24 hours a day that I get the utmost beautiful way that I can, whether it be painting, whether it be, reading or spending time with my wife or my family or on the phone with friends, whatever it is. Now, the opposite to all of these things is distractions. Distractions use up a lot of your time. So by the end of this video, when you shut this thing down, think about what distractions are keeping you from making a decision, which are keeping you from your priorities and keeping you from using that calendar. Now, if this video was helpful for you, please like, comment, or share. I'd love for you to subscribe and hit that little bell button right next to the little subscribe, because your boy is trying to grow this YouTube channel, spread these words of wisdom. And later on in the year, we're going to have more guests and more ways of talking about your small business, your side hustle, your entrepreneurship journey. And, I want to be a person that helps you, motivates you, and holds you accountable to those little things that you could do to improve yourself and your business. Your time is of the essence. Shut this video down, go do something amazing, write that priority down, put it in the calendar, and let's get it. Take care. Peace.